Hey y'all, what's up? Get some of that Palo Santo. It's pretty smoky over here. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna do a quick reading before work. I missed you guys. It's been a couple of days and just want to come on and talk to you guys and give you some encouraging messages, right? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I had set down my decks like in another room, and the one that I need, so I can figure out who the reading's gonna be for. And we're gonna start with we're gonna bring a little fire in. We got some fire, we got some water, we got some earth, and pretty soon we're about to have some air. All right. Okay, let's see who it's for. Move these a little. Good amount of space here. So how y'all been doing? Everything's good? Are you guys excited about the summer? Like, weather's starting to change. So, well, depending where you are, because some places it's hot all the time and you're just like super lucky. But over here in this neck of the woods, it's still a little chilly, but we're working our way up, slowly working our way up. But that's okay. Right? Every season has a reason, right? And we can't rush through them. Just like in life, you're in a particular season, you can't rush through that season because there's certain aspects of life that you need to face at that time. That's why particular situations are popping up for you, right? So let's see who this is going to be for so we can really dig in. That's too many. Just give me one. Just one. Pisces. Stuck in hangman. Let's see what's going on with y'all. And are we in? No, we're not in Pisces season yet. I think that's what's coming up next. So you got the hangman, so it feels like right now you're kind of looking for enlightenment or kind of looking to come at something from a different angle, right? Because clearly you've tried to do it the right side up, right? Because remember, hangman is upside down. So you tried to do it right side up and it still didn't really work out for you. So now you're basically putting yourself in an uncomfortable position in order to gain more information, to see things from a different perspective, right? So I'm going to start with these because they're kind of like drawing my attention. And we're just going to see kind of like what this is about and give us a little idea. We got high vibing at the bottom. I mean, like, that's always the goal, is to be high vibing. We got that water energy in that card. Just like Pisces type energy, right? With that watery background there. See it? All right, tell me about Pisces. Oh, you don't want to say anything. Well, let's see. Honeymooning. Love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. So this could possibly have to do with a relationship, a romantic relationship. Possibly getting mixed signals from someone. Possibly getting mixed signals from someone. That might be what's putting you in hangman. Tell me more about this situation. Numbing. Self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. Okay. So it feels like the honeymooning card is something from the past and sipping. It feels like the honeymooning was something from the past, right? And this might be why you're in Hangman right now, because things have changed so drastically from the way it was in the beginning, which was this energy. And so now you could possibly be in this energy, numbing and sipping, which, like, sipping, yeah, I understand, like, the tea reference, but if you put these two together, a lot of times when people are talking about numbing and sipping, we could be talking about alcohol and drugs. So this could be a person that uses alcohol and drugs, or they're using it at this time to try to gain some type of enlightenment because of the situation that they're in, this confusion here. I'm going to pull some tarot on this to see if we can get more information. Let's use these. I haven't really used them much. And, well, I don't know. I'm feeling no. I'm feeling no because they're kind of like group cards, most of them. And this feels like it's a one-on-one situation, like only two people in this scenario. So we'll just use the Modern Witch deck. That's a really nice one. Very popular. Not that that matters. Right? Because you have to use what you're called to use. All right. Oh, Five of Cups at the bottom. Feels like this could be a relationship from the past. Right? There could be some sorrow, some heartbreak, some depression over the changes that happened. Looks like we got someone trying to rush in, maybe change this situation. Give it a little bit more of a shuffle here. All right. Tell me about honeymooning for Pisces energy. Okay. We got the King of Wands. Okay. Tell me more. And the Hanged Man again. Hanged Man again. So it feels like there's a lot of confusion around this King of Wands. Right? So this is possibly a person that was doing a lot with that fire energy. Very passionate person. Some type of boss or leader. I like to call him Mr. Make It Happen, right? But here it seems like the things that this King of Wands was doing was putting you in this hangman position, right? So possibly you were trying to understand. You were trying to reason with this person, trying to negotiate. Thank you. Trying to negotiate with this person in this romantic relationship, right? But you keep ending up, one, in an uncomfortable position, right? And why are you the one that always has to change your perspective? Right? Because we got that hangman energy coming in strong. So, what is this really about? Tell me more about this King of Wands. Ooh. Nothing else about the King of Wands? Tell me about the King of Wands here. Oh, I see. Seven of Cups. Options. This is a person... This is a person that is attracted to shiny objects. So this is possibly why they created a lot of confusion here in this scenario. And then I had a few that flipped over. I'm not going to pull them out. I'm just going to show you. We had the Chariot, Death card, Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Page of Wands. So really, we've got you basically moving forward and getting good news. Because the Page of Wands is all about getting good news, right? And then we got the Fool, which these two together are very nice energies, right? Because the Fool is all about taking a chance and starting something new, right? And then the good news here with the Page of Wands is all about getting something good in your life. So this is like taking a chance on something that's good news in your life, right? Then on the other side, we have this Queen of Cups, which can be Pisces energy, right? We've got the Queen of Cups, water energy. We've got you putting a death to this situation. Boom, hopping on that Chariot, Cancer energy, moving forward, right? So you still, it feels like you took some time in this energy, right? While they were kind of like in this confusion energy, you kind of waited around. Kind of like it's like it feels like a person that's shopping, right? And let's say like you already bought your stuff and you're waiting in the car, and this person, they cannot make a decision. And you're waiting and waiting and waiting until what is left to do, right? When you've waited, and we know that you've waited because we got you in Hangman twice. So we know that you waited in this situation and tried to gain enlightenment in this situation until what happened? You just couldn't anymore. You made a decision, right? You made a decision as the Queen of Cups, male or female, doesn't matter. You made a decision. Put a death to this, move forward, right? And then what did you move forward? Right into good news and the Fool, right? So you're jumping right into a new situation, taking a chance on something that's going to end up being good news for you. That's incredible. I like that. Let's keep going. I'm just going to stick this in here, give it a little shuffle. Ooh, and we got Judgment at the bottom. You calling judgment on this whole situation, right? Give it to God. That's what I did, right? When I couldn't do anymore. I tried negotiating. I tried changing. I tried putting myself in the hangman, right? And none of those things work. What can you do? Involve the leader. Involve your boss, right? Call your boss. Who's my boss? God is my boss. So what I did, I can't work this out, right? So I called my boss and I said, yo, can you take care of this for me? Can you take care of that? So it looks like there's going to be some kind of change in this situation. Looks like you've already walked away. Jeez, my mouth. But let's see what else is going on, because we still got sipping and numbing. So just from those two cards and what's happening here, it feels like possibly this King of Wands over here. Now maybe they realize they've taken too long. And so they're sipping, numbing, using drugs and alcohol because now they know they've lost you. I was going to say, tell me about sipping. We got 9 of Pentacles. But for some reason, this feels like your energy. It feels like they're watching you, like in this energy. And it's kind of like a nod. It's kind of a nod like, yeah, I know you see me. I know you see me. Let's see. Tell me more about sipping. Temperance. And it makes sense. We got temperance, right? Temperance is all about like balancing energies. And it feels like that's what this person is trying to do, right? Um, numbing is showing self-medicating addictions, irrational behavior, and then nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. So it feels like this person is trying to alchemize the energy that they're feeling right now, because they're possibly oh my God, what is going on? They're possibly feeling kind of like in a lower energy because of what happened in this scenario, because of the fact that you walked away, right? And they might not be experts at transmuting energy, right? So kind of like when you're faced with an overwhelming energy, like overwhelming anger, sadness, some people, they've already developed tools to help kind of to move them into a different energy, right? Different methods: prayer, meditation, physical exercise. But some people still haven't done that. So what they do is they use different numbing tools. Like I was saying, alcohol, drugs, things like that, natural hallucinogens, those kind of things, kind of to be able to like temper that energy, right? To be able to calm the energy down so it's not hitting them so strong, right? It's like a very strong loss. Like it's kind of numbing your mind so it doesn't feel as powerful or as strong, right? So it feels like that's what this person is doing, trying to transmute this energy with the Temperance card. Tell me more about the situation. And I gotta kind of wrap it up because I gotta get to work. Tell me about sipping and numbing. Ooh. Oh, I just got like a pain in my chest. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. They got the cup all right. Oof. So I'm seeing another cup. Usually this is like an emotional opportunity. And a lot of times we see the Ace of Cups as like a new relationship or an opportunity to embrace a new emotion. And I feel like that's what this is, right? Like I was saying, this person is possibly not very good at transmuting energy. They're not really rehearsed like as an alchemist yet, right? And emphasis on the word yet. So they are learning. Um, but so we've got this cup coming in, and right now, what's being offered is a new, how do I describe this? It's like a new emotion, like a new vibration, the opportunity, although it might not feel like an opportunity. It may feel like you're being targeted, but it's an opportunity to experience different emotions. Emotions that you haven't run into yet because you've possibly been numbing and sipping, right? But right now, that's why you're being put in such an uncomfortable position. This is what I'm being told. This is something that's being offered to you from the divine. This emotion, this new way of transmuting energy, this new vibration that you're embodying, that's something that you haven't before. It's not anger, it's not stress, it's not joy, it's not happiness. It's something that's more complex than this. And this is why it's an offer. This is why it takes so much to get to it, right? This is why it takes double hangman energy to get to it. This is something that's being offered to you. I know at this time it feels like it just feels hard. And it feels like you're being put in a difficult situation, or your person is being put in a difficult situation, but this is an opportunity for them to learn how to transmute energy, and how to address and embody. Thank you. And embody different types of emotions that they haven't experienced yet. This is just going to make you or your person a more complex individual, right? More emotionally intelligent, right? The more you know, the more you have experienced, the more intelligent you are, right? So that's what's happening. So this is an opportunity for you, Pisces. And I really got to go, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.